Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is just days away, and I am about to spontaneously combust. Monado boy! For those who are fans like myself, or you might be completely brand new to Xenoblade, or want 3 to be your very first game, or you just haven't been able to play all of the Xenoblade games yet. So hey, I'm Linkachu, and let's try to get you prepared for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And again, let me just first off say, I am so excited. This has to be my most anticipated game of the year. We are just days away, and I cannot wait. Now, first off, there have been statements, even directly from Nintendo, on their news feeds and stuff, saying that you don't have to play Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 to enjoy 3. You can be completely brand new to the franchise and enjoy 3. But, as we've seen just from a little bit of the trailers, there is content from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 in 3. So it might help if you familiarize yourself with these characters. You might just want to know who they are or where they're from. So hopefully this video helps you with that information, maybe what you're looking for. And you know, when those moments from the previous games show up, it might just help you be like, oh damn, I know that! And based off Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2, these games hardly connect to each other. So Xenoblade Chronicles 3 should also be very welcoming to newcomers. For instance, my first game was Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and then I played 1. And they have a few things that go between each other, but nothing that is super integral to the story that will make you feel like missing out. In fact, it actually made me want to play Xenoblade Chronicles 1 way more, and made my experience between the both of them that much better. But from the trailers for 3, we have seen things that seem to be directly from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2, which I feel like is more on the nose than the rest of the series has been with its references to the other games. So it might be important, as was stated, that you don't need to play the other games. So they'll probably just more be minor nods and references. But this might give you an idea of where some of these things and characters and objects come from, so that it gives you even more reason to jump into 1 and 2. So let's jump into some of the things I've noticed from other Xenoblade games in the trailers and what we've seen so far. And so right away, before even getting into the game and gameplay itself, right on the cover, you can see the Sword of Mechonis from Xenoblade Chronicles 1. And as far as why we see the Sword of Mechonis here on the cover, well, we'll have to play the game and find out why. And also on the cover is one of the Titans from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Urea? I don't know how to pronounce that. And let me just say, it's crazy to see the Sword of Mechonis from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is impaling a Titan from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's just crazy! What does this mean? I want to know! We might never find out why this is a thing, so brace your expectations. Also, we see in multiple trailers a character who looks just like Vandamme from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. He even shares the same surname as Vandamme, as the character's name is Guernica Vandamme. Again, Xenoblade names, this is awesome. I don't know how to pronounce it. So he may be directly related, or something. Maybe he's from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 himself. Maybe it's Vandamme. That wouldn't make any fucking sense. But maybe! Who knows what this means? That they also share the same voice actor, so there's clearly maybe some sort of connection there, which we probably will find out as we play the game. This one is more speculation. Kind of. It is kind of also pretty obvious, but two characters seem to represent or be Melia from Xenoblade Chronicles, and the other appearing to be, or is, Nia from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. These characters who appear to be Melia and Nia, these characters seem to play an incredibly important role in the story. One being the leader of Thieves, the one who kind of looks like Melia, and the other being the leader of Agnes, who seems to represent Nia. So, this could be a huge thing. I could only imagine what this means if they actually are, but it seems very likely. It seems like they'll play a super major role in Xenoblade Chronicles, and Melia and Nia were main party members in Xenoblade 1 and 2. So if it is them or something like it, it's important to at least know who they are and where they came from. I'm also like 90% sure it is them, because Jenna Coleman, the voice actor who plays Melia in Xenoblade Chronicles, was in an interview and kind of leaked Xenoblade Chronicles 3 before it was even announced, and which came true. And also to possibly have my girl Melia return. Melia. And there was one more thing I did want to mention before I jump into the spoiler territory. It was recently revealed that we would be getting DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. The key art for the DLC shows off Noah's blade, which we don't have a name for yet, which looks cool, by the way. It looks really, really awesome. Alongside Noah's blade, we see the Monado, Shulk's Monado from Future Connected, and then we see the Aegis from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 alongside each other, which is crazy. Now, it might not mean really anything, but this could mean we could be seeing Shulk and Rex in the DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Just like how Shulk shows up in the DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So now we're going to jump into the spoiler territory, so be warned. There is very major spoilers for the endings of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. You have been warned! These are our spoilers! Endgame spoilers! Do not watch this unless you want to be spoiled or unless you played the game! Please! You have been warned! So earlier I mentioned that Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 are connected, but not very heavily. And for those who played the game, they know why. Character named Klaus, and he was a human who lived on Earth. Klaus also kind of looks a lot like Shulk, and sounds like him, because they have the same voice actor. And like, possibly for a reason they have the same voice actor and he looks like Shulk. Klaus, on Earth, lost faith in humanity. So he turns to the power of the Conduit, which is some sort of mysterious object that controls dimensions or something like that. And so when he used the Conduit, it opened up to another dimension where half of his body was sent to the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, and he was reborn as Zanza. And his other half remained in the orbital station on Earth, and from there he began restoring the planet to what it was before. And he also became known as the Architect in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So, as you know, or as you now know, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 are connected through Klaus and the Conduit, which may or may not play a role in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I think the Conduit could be a perfect answer, or is the answer, to why we see things from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Maybe they're the reason. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not a major theorist, but that's just an idea, and it's important to know that that's at least why they're connected, and something similar, or the Conduit, could be at play as to why there's elements from the two games in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This all is pretty much just speculation, but it is cool to at least note the similarities between the games, and I'm just excited for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This game looks amazing on its own, but to see familiar things from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2, two games that I love very, very dearly, is so damn exciting to see. It's just so cool to see familiar elements, even if the characters do not fully return, to see the voice actors and the work return. I am so excited for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I cannot contain myself. So with that being said, I hope this gave you some information, or some ideas, or maybe some theories are running through your head, or something. Maybe to help you familiarize yourself with some possible new and familiar elements with from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I have now said Xenoblade enough times in this video, and with that being said, that is all. I cannot wait for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. If you're excited, let me know in the comments below. If you have some ideas or theories, let me know. Probably tag them with spoilers if they're theories, because that could be a spoiler. But with that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. I've been Linkachu, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Linkachu, out. Woohoo! I feel like that went really good.